Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. Brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware. And you can reach them at 631 756 1125 for the best prices in town. With everything you need to make sure your home looks great, functions well, and can stand up to adverse weather. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, New York, right on Long Island in southwest Suffolk County, serving the entire New York, New Jersey tri-state area. And don't forget, winter's coming, and that means rock salt, and they are Long Island's largest supplier of rock salt. The website is omnitruevalue.com. Chilly day, and we still have our rotating storm, but it's starting to move a little bit to the east, and that's good news. We've had sunshine. We also have some clouds, and there are more clouds as you go further inland, as they are underneath the influence of that upper low. But you can see the rest of the country just fine, except for southern Florida in a lot of clouds. Much of the country today in partly to mostly sunny skies, and the eastern part of the U.S. Remains chilly for sure, and we're going to have another night of some frost and freezes. Now, remember, when it comes to freeze warnings and frost advisories, once you get it, it's just a one-time thing. This late in the season, just marks the end of the growing season. But we do have some frost advisories up for parts of central and southwest New Jersey down into Delaware. Freeze warnings up for northeastern Virginia and the rest of the state of Maryland. Also, some areas in the Hudson Valley east of the Hudson River where they haven't seen their first frost yet. And there could be widespread frosts and freezes across the deep south and into the southeastern part of the United States, as well as the Ohio Valley. We don't have anything else as far as watches and warnings are concerned, at least warnings and watches of consequence. On the radar, some showers down in Florida. The radars are quiet along the coastal plain, but we are getting some lake effect action. Some of this is in the form of some snow shower activity in parts of southwestern New York and in northwestern Pennsylvania. Also seeing some precip there in northern Ohio and over into eastern Michigan. Again, that's still part of that upper air storm. Now, we've got some rain for the weekend, particularly for Sunday. The way it's looking right now. Low pressure is going to be coming up from the south, so I'm going to just sort of jump ahead here. This is Friday night into Saturday night, and you can see there's minimal precip. But during Sunday, we are going to see some rain come in, and WPC is indicating about a tenth to a quarter of an inch for southern and southeastern New England, down through New Jersey and into Maryland and eastern Maryland and Delaware. And then you're going to have to add on top of that some more rain that's going to come probably during Sunday night into Monday morning, on the order of anywhere from a tenth to maybe as much as a half to three-quarters of an inch in southeastern New England. So when we look at the 7-day totals for southern and southeastern New England, it could be on the order of an inch plus. Amounts tail off as you go to the west. It really depend on how this low rides up the coast. The Mississippi Valley getting some much-needed rainfall up and down from north to south. Many parts of the Mississippi River are dry, so dry that people can actually walk across it, and also seeing some heavy rains in the next 7 days coming into the Pacific Northwest. The overall pattern, this deep trough that brought us this shot of cold air, most of it lifts out, but the southern part hangs down in the southeastern states, and that's going to cause a low to develop off the southeast coast. And then as the trough dives down into the west, that shortwave trough lifts up to the northeast, and that's what's going to bring us that shot of rain for Sunday into Sunday night. And today's GFS run, you can probably see it better here on the tighter view of the upper air. This is the part of the trough that gets left behind, and you've got a southwest flow up to the north, and you've got troughing that's coming down to the west. So that western trough sort of acts like a lever, and lifts this up to the northeast up the coast, and you see it there as it rides up northward during the day Sunday and into Sunday night. And if we switch over to the precip map, you'll see that low pretty well. I'll use the radar view, and let me just roll it back. So the GFS today actually is a little bit faster than it has been. It's getting it in sooner than some of the other models. Still a chance that this could get suppressed to the south and east, but I think those chances are dwindling. Until then, we're going to be fine after this cold night coming up tonight. We should see temperatures tomorrow make it up to the, let's say, 55 to 60 degree range, and then I think we should be into the lower 60s on Friday. And Saturday looks fine with sunshine, maybe some late day arriving high clouds. And you see the rain there just comes in from off the ocean. This is not a tropical system, by the way. It just doesn't have the time to sit over the warmer waters off the southeast coast and warm up into any kind of tropical storm. And here's Sunday afternoon. Let me just back it up so you can see. Sunday morning, the GFS has got rain already north of New York City up to about Hartford and Providence, and as far west as Harrisburg in Pennsylvania. And then it goes northward up into upstate New York and northern New England for Sunday night, with still some leftover showers around on Monday. Then here comes another weather front that looks like it's going to arrive sometime here on Wednesday with maybe a couple of showers, and there'll be a shot of colder air behind it. Although I'm thinking that colder air is not going to be as cold as this shot was. And also the model trying to hold that front up a bit at the end of the week. We'll see if that winds up being the case, in which case the shot of colder air will be delayed by a day or two. Weather in 5 is brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware at 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, 631-756-1125, the phone number, the website omnitruevalue.com. Okay, we'll be updating everything tonight, of course, on the Joe and Joe Weather Show, which is at 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time on my YouTube channel. So we'll see you then.